There's an old Jewish story that talks about two brothers who started a flour milling business together. One was married with kids, the other was single, and they decided they would split the business 50-50, and if there was stuff they didn't sell, they'd split that remaining flour 50-50. So one day, the single brother is carrying a sack of flour back to his house to put in his storehouse, split it 50-50 with his other brother. And he starts thinking, it's just me. I don't need all this extra stuff. My brother's married, he's got kids, he needs more resources, so I should bring this to him. So that evening he gets up and he takes the sack of flour and he walks it to his brother's house and puts it in the storehouse. That same evening, the married brother is thinking about his single brother, saying, I'm married, I've got a spouse, I've got kids to support me. My single brother doesn't have anyone to support him as he gets older. He's going to need more resources. So he goes into his storehouse and he grabs a sack of flour, and that night he carries it to his brother's house and puts it in the storehouse. And this goes on for days and days and days, both brothers carrying a sack of flour to each other's house, and the whole time never understanding why they don't have any less flour. And then one night they're doing this and they're walking through the dark and they bump into each other and they drop the sacks of flour onto the ground and they look up and they realize what they've been doing the whole time. And they start laughing and they hug each other and they're just cracking up. And the story goes that God came down and touched the ground and said, "This is the place where I will build my house," because it always needs to be a place of great love and great compassion and great joy for each other and for the world.